Hello and welcome to Speako Talko English. I am so incredibly glad you decided to spend your time here with me today. Before we dive into our story, I want to tell you something very important. Learning a new language like English is a journey. It is not about being perfect from day one. It is about the small steps, the daily practice, and the courage to keep going even when it feels hard. So, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and just listen. Don't worry about every single word, just feel the story. This is a place where English is made simple, slow, and easy for your heart to understand. My name is Anna, and I am 26 years old. I live in a quiet, tiny village in the United States where everyone knows everyone. When I was a young girl, I spent hours sitting by my wooden window watching the sunset and dreaming. I dreamt of a simple, beautiful life, a small, cozy cottage, a garden overflowing with yellow sunflowers, and a partner who would be my best friend forever. Then I met David. He was 22, tall, and had eyes as blue as the ocean. He was a mechanic, and he always smelled like old keys and gasoline. But to me, he was perfect. We spent our evenings walking through the fields, talking about the names of our future children. He once took my hand, looked deep into my eyes, and said, "Anna, no matter what happens, I will never let go of your hand. You are my world." I believed him. I gave him all my trust and my whole heart. But dreams can break in a single second. It was a cold Tuesday morning when I saw those two pink lines. I was pregnant. My heart was pounding, not just with fear, but with a strange kind of joy. I thought, David and I will be a family now. I cooked his favorite dinner that night and waited. When I told him, the room went silent. His smile disappeared from his face. His eyes, once so warm, turned cold like ice. He didn't touch me. He didn't say congratulations. Instead, he whispered, "This ruins everything, Anna. I have plans. I have a life to live. I am not ready to be trapped." Trapped. That word broke my soul. He packed a small bag, looked at me one last time with no love in his eyes, and walked out into the dark night. He didn't just leave the house, he left me to face the biggest challenge of my life, all alone. The months that followed were the hardest of my life. I had no money, and the silence in my house was deafening. I felt like a failure. But then, everything changed during my first ultrasound appointment. I was sitting in that cold doctor's room, feeling empty. Then the screen turned on. I saw a tiny flickering light. Tump, 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 tump. It was a heartbeat. A real, living person was inside me. In that moment, I realized I wasn't alone anymore. I had her. I wiped my tears and made a promise right there. I whispered, "I am sorry your father didn't want us, my little one, but I want you. I will work 3 jobs if I have to. I will be your mother and your protector forever." I started working extra shifts at the grocery store, standing on my feet until they were swollen, just to save every penny for a crib and tiny baby clothes. The night Lily was born, a massive storm was hitting our village. I was in so much pain, holding the hand of a kind nurse instead of a husband. But the moment they put that warm, crying bundle on my chest, the world became quiet. I named her Lily, after the flowers I loved. She had my hair and David's blue eyes, but her spirit was all her own. Life was a cycle of sleepless nights and hard work, but we were happy. One day, when Lily was old enough to sit in a stroller, I saw a ghost. It was David. He was in the park, sitting on a bench with a beautiful woman. He was laughing, looking so free, as if he never had a care in the world. He looked up and saw us. For 3 seconds, time stopped. I saw guilt in his eyes, but he didn't move. He didn't come to see his daughter. He just looked away and continued his conversation. I realized then that he was the one who lost everything, not me. I turned the stroller and walked away, feeling lighter than ever. Years passed by like a beautiful, busy whirlwind. Lily grew from a tiny baby into a curious little girl who loved to ask questions about the stars. We moved out of my parents' house and into our own tiny apartment. It was small, and the heater made a loud noise in the winter, but it was ours. Every corner was filled with Lily's colorful drawings and my favorite books. I handled every fever, every nightmare, and every bill by myself. There were many nights when I sat on the kitchen floor and cried because I was so tired. But then I would hear Lily's soft breathing from the other room, and I would find the strength to stand up again. I learned that being a single mother didn't make me weak, it made me a warrior. I chose her every single day, and that was the best choice I ever made. Last week was a day I will never forget. It was Lily's first day of kindergarten. I dressed her in a bright pink dress, and she wore a backpack that was almost as big as her. As we stood at the school gates, she gripped my hand tightly. She looked up and asked, "Mommy, are you scared?" I knelt down, wiped a happy tear from my eye, and said, "No, my love, Mommy is not scared. Mommy is just so proud." I watched her walk into the classroom, a strong and happy child. I sat on a bench outside for a long time thinking about that broken girl I was 4 years ago. I am not that girl anymore. I am a survivor. I am a success. My life is not perfect, and it is certainly not easy, but it is honest and full of love. I didn't just survive the storm, I learned how to dance in the rain. And every morning when I hear her voice, I know I won. Thank you for being a part of my story today. Stay strong, stay positive, and keep learning. I will see you in the next lesson.